So this is the second video that is going to demonstrate the basic functionality for our guests that are looking to attend a party. I'm going to go through the process. There's, like I said in the first video, there is a setup in terms of users needing to be approved to the platform. You actually need an invitation code either from somebody that's already a part of the network, or you have to apply on the website or get a invitation code from a venue. I'll explain all of that in another video. Right now, let's just pretend that we are a pair of good-looking girls in New York City that are from Paris or like Sweden or like something, right? Let's just say that. And we're in the meatpacking district. We don't know where to go. We're not from here, so we just want to see where the hot spots are, right? So the first thing that they're gonna do is they're gonna log in, right? So you'll be able to, right from jump, the main screen. I built a dummy app, by the way, so all the functionality, most of the functionality I've already developed in a dummy site. So yeah, just pay attention and you'll get it. So like I said, you can scroll the map to see where the hotspots are. So you see that there's no red over by the East Village, right? So that means that maybe there's not a lot going on in terms of nightlife activity. Around here in the Lower East Side, it's bright red. So that means that there's a couple things going down in the Lower East Side. Also, the meatpacking district is red hot right now, right? So let's say it's 11:15 on a Friday night and we're two good-looking girls. So this looks like the meatpacking district. That's our area. That's what we want to do. So let's go online. We just got a notification that says you must update your story to go live. So what that means is the create your story concept is so essential in terms of if you've ever been catfished with somebody that has that one good Facebook picture, like whatever, so you assume that they look a certain way, and then when you actually meet them, they look completely different. Or I've had girls that I know for a fact look good, and then they would hit me with the, oh, but can I bring my friend? And when they actually get there, their friend, like the doorman is not, there's no way that he's letting the friend in, and it just kind of fucks up the dynamic. So creating your story is a very simple concept. For party goers, you are going to update your story, and it needs to be updated before you can actually go online, as you saw. But you need to update your story basically to tell every like promoter, DJ, like whatever on the platform, like this is what you guys look like right now. This is what's going on right now, because, you know, like I said, it's in real time. This isn't going to be like a couple like hours from now. These are live parties that you'll find by the hotspots on the map. It kind of works like Postmates, by the hotspots on the map. And once you go to that area, you're going to have to go online to be able to like access the parties that are going on in that area. But first, like I said, you're going to need to take a couple selfies just to show your, like, the way you look, like right then, the like wardrobe that you have on. If you're with a group of like people, then you'll need to take a group selfie, and, you know, also get you know, type in a few words about what you have going on at the moment. For example, let's go ahead and start taking the selfies and write it up, right? So like I said, we're two good-looking girls from Sweden, apparently, right? So they took a couple of selfies. It looks like about 5 of them. And then they updated their story saying, me and my girl are looking for a dope brunch party in Manhattan. We fly back to Sweden tomorrow. Let's go out with a bang, right? So this is what this story here, like these pictures with this text, is what they want to tell every promoter and every DJ, every club owner that has a party like going on. This is what they're telling them is going on. And if this fits with, you know, their crowd, with the vibe, with the swag, whatever, then the host, and, you know, they're going to make their decisions accordingly, right? So let's go ahead and update our story. Now they know what we look like. They know what we have going on. So we're leaving tomorrow. So we want to find something real quick and we can go live, right? So let's go live. and I was searching for everybody in the network in our area that's throwing a party. We're going to be able to access in a few seconds. Number one is this guy named Jason. He has a number one by his profile because he actually has the most RSVPs or the most activity at the moment. It doesn't matter how far they are to a certain search radius. The app will show you where like the most like popping places, right? So let's view what he has going on. So this guy Jason, good looking guy, right? He seems cool, whatever. He's 3.1 miles away. He's 26. He has 745 endorsements, which means that 745 people says that his parties are fucking dope. This particular party is open bar. They're playing top 40 music. There's no cover, and it's a college crowd, right? So he's hosting a brunch party in the Meatpacking District. It's open vodka bar until 7 p.m. Girls are free. Guys may have to spring for a bar tab or bottle. My table's in front of the DJ booth. Let's go, right? So that directly is something that these two girls that are searching are looking for, right? So I'm down for that. Well, they're down for that, right? I meant to explain that. So you can either press I'm down or like no thanks, you know, to keep on to keep searching, but we're down for that. So he just got a notification on his phone that we're trying to go to his party, right? And we can wait for him or we can keep going. So this chick is 1.4 miles away. She's 27, 830 endorsements. She offers bottle service, hip hop music. There's no cover in the college crowd as well. Yeah, that sounds cool. We're two college girls, right? This guy Marco, 1.8 miles away. So it's gonna keep on searching by distance from where you are in real time, the parties that are going on like as we speak, so that all that you'll need to do is either get approved for a guest list or you can actually purchase tickets on the featured part of the side panel, which I'll explain in another video. But let's just say that we're down for that, right? So you get the concept as it keeps going. And it's basically about, you know, assessing what's going on around you and either being down for it or, you know, passing it, right? So let's just go on offline really quickly. Actually, this one is actually pretty interesting. So this chick is 3 miles away. She has over 5,000 endorsements. Obviously, that's a good thing. She's offering bottle service, EDM music. There's actually a door cover, and the crowd is urban. So her party starts at 8. It's in Williamsburg. It goes all night, and it's a rave. She has a law space, so this is more of like a private party kind of thing. Girls are free, guys are 20, and they are providing bottles of liquor and beer, which is always great, right? This is an interesting concept where this will actually have to be a complete other video. But basically, if I can just touch on this, because this is actually a major point as far as promotion for this app goes. I was working for Butter Group in New York City. They own One Oak, Up and Down, PhD Rooftop, some of the most popping night spots in New York, period. But what's interesting is that we would have special events where we would promote a night, like let's say like Justin Bieber was gonna like come through and like Ty Dolla $ign or some shit, was actually like performing, and tickets for guys were obviously like $80, girls were like 40, or you know what I mean? It just depends on the event. But so obviously you see that this is Justin Bieber. There is a business model where it goes to partnering with certain venues that, in terms of promoting the app. Yeah, see, this is going to be too much to explain right now. Just make a note of this, because this is an interesting concept. So, like, let's say a celebrity like Justin Bieber was hosting their party. There's a crazy marketing aspect that comes with this concept, but I think I should just make this another video, right? So we're down for that, and obviously that's all of them, right? So all those RSVPs that we just sent out, means that all those hosts got notifications on their phones, and it's about them approving us. In the next video, where I explain the hosting, which is going to be another app. It's another app called Guest List Pro that the DJs and club owners and the like promoters and all that they use. I'm going to explain that in another video. But right now, let's say that we're just waiting for all these people to get back to us, right? So in the meantime, while we're waiting to see what's what, so this is our, right, this is our side panel. Let's go, let's see what's featured in our area, because we can also purchase tickets. We don't necessarily have to wait to get approved. We can also purchase tickets for an event around us, and that will be available as soon as it's purchased. There's a window where it processes, and then you'll be able to get a ticket, right? So let's just say brunch, because we're looking for a brunch. So this is Gansvort's brunch. It starts at 12, goes until 7. So the crowd is trendy. It's open bar. Obviously, you have to buy a ticket, and it plays EDM, right? You can read up about it. Then we can get tickets. Now, it's just about what ticket package we want. Let's just say open bar pass, because there's 2 of us, right? We're 2 girls. And so the service fee, which I will explain, that's one of the way that we monetize the app. The total price and the taxes makes it come out to $72.72, right? So let's purchase that. Your ticket purchase processing, you'll see a notification, right? So basically that's how you go about finding a party. You can either be approved by a host, depending on what you got going on, and depending on like your, like, you know, your style, your, like, you know, the type of crowd that you fall into, you get approved, or you can purchase tickets. So let's just say that both of those, we just got 2 notifications, and these 2 we go to Party Pass on the side panel. So this is the ticket that we just purchased. We just purchased tickets for Gansvort, but also if you see down here, we also were approved for the DL rooftop, which obviously was one of the other thing why we do it by the host and the stories is because just because a DJ is DJing at the DL, he needs to be able to have some sort of crowd control, right? So it's about him explaining what his party is and what is going on. So it's not about the place, it's about the person, which kind of accentuates the social network aspect with this. It is about the people, and that's how you make connections, and that's, you know, how the service is just better. But so let's see who approved us for the DL rooftop. So this is in Lower East Side, bottle service. I don't know why this is so blurring. It's so blurry. Jesus. Right. So this was approved by Svetlana, the DJ. So now that we were approved, we have all the information, where it's at as far as the address. So we can expect bottle service from her when we're at a table. Like, obviously that's she's a DJ, so it's like house bottles from the club. That's what that's our accommodation for the night. She spins EDM. Girls are free, so we don't have to worry about the door cover because we're 2 girls from Sweden, and the crowd is sophisticated. So now we can find a map, whereas as Kayla was explaining, which would be an interesting feature, there is a way that when you're ready to start your trip and go and make your way towards Svetlana, you'll just click this area right here, and it automatically calls an Uber for you, and you're basically just wait to be picked up and are taken to Svetlana's venue. And once we get there, as you can see, we can either call or text her when we're outside, where you know, she can come out and like get us, send somebody else to come and bring us to the table, or, you know, maybe a door girl or something, you know, depending on what the setup is and how huge Svetlana is in the hierarchy. You know what I mean? That's about the accommodation, right? So we just, that's our pass for the DL rooftop. And the Gansvort, it's a little this is very interesting too. So we purchased these tickets. It's open bar at the Gansevoort. They're playing hip hop. There's a door cover. Obviously, we paid tickets. Well, I mean, that's actually supposed to say ticketed, but in the crowd is trendy, right? So once we get there, even if there's a line, we're gonna make a deal with our venue partners that people that purchase their tickets prior can pass the line, just walk up to the doorman or door girl, show them their receipt, which is this barcode here. They're gonna have a system. This is another system that's it's actually pretty simple, but it's the Doors app where they can scan the passes that can actively track everything, and when they scan it, then that means that this is the money from their ticket is now being processed, which we're gonna pay the venue out in I want to say 48 hours after the event ends, but it's about getting your pass scanned, and yeah, you'll be able to get in through there. Now, let's fast forward a couple of hours. Let's say that we went to both of these parties. 12 hours after both of these parties end, we're going to receive a notification to review the experience. This is going to ask about the host. Was the host like accommodating? Did you get the accommodations that were promised? Was the crowd like it was, like it was like advertised? Was the music on point like advertised? All that kind of stuff. And then after that review, it's going to ask a final question to either endorse or not endorse the host. I'm going to make this user-based first. I don't know if it's appropriate or even necessary, or that would be time-consuming if the host actually rates everybody. I guess if anything happens, we can always call in, the host and see what's going on, or like message just to, get to the bottom of it and, make a decision according, to that. But this app is going to be big on, we need to maintain a certain level of accommodation in terms of we have to get people that are all about showing people a good time, not people that don't really give a fuck about the person's good time. They just want to get the money and run type of shit. We're going to have to be really strict about that. But that's another video. I just wanted to show you the 2 ways thus far on how to attend, how to RSVP and how to attend parties. But that's basically it. The next video I'm going to show you from start to finish. Yeah, none of this is important. All this is going to be in another the settings invitation initiative, which is a very interesting concept that I can't wait to get into. Endorsements, obviously. I'll get to the side panel. The rest of the side panel I'll get to in another video, but that is how you attend parties. And the next video, I'm going to start from when a host first posts the party to what happens when he starts receiving RSVPs to when he's actually hosting the party, and the next day, like I said, when you have to get reviewed. I'm going to show you all of that from their point of view. But this is these I feel like I'm rambling. This was the RSVP and attending portion, which is the main function of the app in terms of the users go. The next video is going to be about hosting with Guest List Pro.